Wow, Nick, thank you for that story. Thanks to all of you as well. It's really inspiring to see this room filled with people who we know you're taking an hour out of very busy schedules during a very busy time of year. Good morning. I'm Arno Harris. I chair Tipping Point's Leadership Council, and my wife Nadine and I have been enthusiastic and proud supporters of Tipping Point for 6 years now. For me, the choice to become involved in Tipping Point was really simple, and I can distill it down to really three things. I think the first is just the focus on poverty. Sure, you could find more esoteric, more glamorous causes to support, but poverty is something that strikes me as just so elemental and so fundamental in the way that it robs people of choices, cuts off escape, and traps people in multi-generational cycles of misery and pain. If, like me, you believe in this dream that really forms one of our core values of our society, of fairness and of equality of opportunity, then it just feels like an imperative that the fight against poverty is one we have to join as a way of making that dream accessible to all. The second element is really reflected in Tipping Point's vision. Whether a grantee's goal is to fix the flaws or fill the holes in the system or just build safe spaces for people who have none, through it all, Tipping Point's team is always thinking about that bigger picture. How do we get to the root cause here? And how do we build a system that can test, prove, and then scale these models that have the potential to create lasting and sustainable change? Finally, it's the heart. The day-to-day of engaging with poverty in our community, as anyone knows who does this work, is very, very hard. It can be emotionally wrenching. It's stressful to see suffering up close. And it can be daunting to take on issues that feel like they're deeply ingrained. Through it all, in the work that I've observed at Tipping Point's team, they never let the bigger abstractions of scale and impact hide from them the fact that they're serving communities of real people whose dreams as individuals are as real as yours and mine. In light of all this, I'm very excited today to be introducing Nurse Family Partnership as our final honoree. Every year, 500,000 babies are born into poverty. The lack of support that low-income, first-time mothers face exposes their developing babies to harmful environments and traumatic stress, both of which have the potential to have long-term impact on health and lives and the economic prospects of their families. Nurse Family Partnership's intervention is straightforward. They pair each mother with a registered nurse. They do that early in the pregnancy, and then they have repeat home visits until the child is 2 years old. The program is proven to drastically improve prenatal health, improve child development, and ultimately benefit the economic prospects of the entire family. So it's an intervention that works, but I think the thing that's really brilliant about Nurse Family Partnership is the model. Rather than build a sprawling direct service organization, they've essentially franchised their approach. They provide training and protocols that are effectively the DNA of that franchise, if you will, so that county-level healthcare systems can create their own nurse family service. What's more, they then show them how to pay for it by helping them tap existing federal and state dollars to fund the service. So to me, this is one of those types of programs that typifies exactly the approach that Tipping Point focuses on, which is finding an intervention that works, proving it, and then finding a model to deploy it that's scalable and ultimately sustainable for the long term. Nurse Family Partnership currently exists in 43 states and 577 counties, so very, very large scale for this kind of intervention. Tipping Point has been proud to help adapt the model to the Bay Area. For unparalleled outcomes at truly impressive scale, I'm honored today to present the Tipping Point Award to Nurse Family Partnership and its CEO, Roxanne White.